Hey guys, so who out there likes to go biking? And better yet, who likes to go biking at a campground? Well, I have the perfect place for you. It's North Bend State Park in Cairo, West Virginia, where they've built a Rails to Trails program, and I'm going to tell you more about it.
North Bend State Park is in the northern part of West Virginia. It's about an hour and a half north of Charleston on I-77, and it's about 2.5 hours east of Columbus and about 2.5 hours south of Pittsburgh. Now, there are many things to do in the park. As I mentioned, biking on the rail trail, and I'll talk more about that here in a minute. But there are some hiking trails. They have a little pond and many other things to see and do here. The campgrounds, there are two campgrounds associated with the park. The first one is River Run Campground. It is in the bottom part of the park next to a small stream. They've got a decent amount of sites in there. It's not huge, but the good thing about this campground is its close proximity to the rail trail. You can literally get on your bike at your campsite and ride to the rail trail in just a few short minutes. It's very pretty to get to. You don't need to load the bikes up in the vehicle or anything like that. So that is a plus. The cons are the sites, a lot of them aren't level, especially the ones near the water. The ones in the center are usually a little better, but if it's rained, it could be muddy. We've stayed in sites 13 and 14, and they were okay. But I do prefer the other campground, which is Coakley Campground. It's up on the hill of just a few miles, maybe 5-10 minutes from the other campground, but it's up on top. And it's very level, paved sites, spread out, nice and roomy, nice bathhouse, playground, and all that. So I prefer that, even though you have to load up your bikes to get on the rail trail. It's just a little bit nicer for your camper, and especially not knowing the weather and that kind of thing. Okay, as I mentioned, the rail trail, you can get to that from the main part of the park. You can just, if you're staying up at the Coakley campground, you can just park. There's a nice parking area there with shelters and a playground, and you can just get on your bike and ride just a short distance to get on the rail trail. The rail trail itself is 72 miles long. So you can choose which direction to go. You'll want to get you a map there at the park that shows you different stops, different little towns, and the mile markers. Even has some history on there. There's a lot of history in the area. Once you get on the rail trail, you're going to love it. It's flat. It's a very easy ride. You're going to have a lot of nice opportunities to stop and take pictures. There's picnic tables along the way for a nice little break. There are about 10 tunnels, I believe, and around 36 bridges to cross. So there's a lot to see. One of my favorite times to visit is in the fall when the leaves are really pretty. You can also visit some towns nearby. Cairo is one that you can ride to. It's only 3 miles in one direction, and there's a couple of little nice restaurants there. If you ride about 5 miles the other way to Ellenboro, there's a Dairy Queen, so that's always good. So just, take a few days in this wonderful state park and take your bikes and then just enjoy some family time. For reservations to North Bend, you can go to reservations.wvstateparks.com, and I'll put that link in the comments below. But on there, you can search either Coakley or River Run Campgrounds, and you can look at the different sites. It has pictures and descriptions of each and prices and all that. So I encourage you to go on there and make a reservation for this wonderful park.
I hope you enjoyed learning more about North Bend State Park in Cairo, West Virginia. Until next time, remember, collect moments, not things.